Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. So Alabama's offense will get first crack at it here. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
And this offense comes out 1st down, tries to run the football. No answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to throw, it's Pine. The sure hands, it's Wilcox. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle. It's Horton on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Buys a little time. Oh, he's got some space.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged out of the air. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. UNLV rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week.
Looking for a man, it's Pine.
Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for space, it's Wilcox. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on second down. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Zimmerman. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. Oh, the quick spin move. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Takes the easy completion. Let's talk about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. And it'll be down right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off play action. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Got his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets rid of it. And this throw is incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after he picked up a 4. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Pocket breaking down. Forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Hale.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. They just keep firing. The sure hands, it's Hale. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Snagged in the middle, it's Rodriguez. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Alabama quickly back to the line.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pulls it in, it's Hale. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The receiver on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run play action. And the defense just a short gain. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. That's caught. It's smart. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The kick is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Get it out on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Using his legs, it's Cook. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Adams. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Caught over the middle. It's Gilmore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Looking to throw, it's Pine. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. They punted away on fourth down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Takes a handoff. It's Cook. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Makes the grab. It's Hale. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The give on the counter. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Alabama will get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Bring in the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Smashes through the tackle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. Slams it ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Marshall. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got it in the middle. It's Smart. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Zimmerman. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grabs it in the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To throw, it's Pine. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's Edwards. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Kick is in the air. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Dropping back, it's Pine. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Hunt is on its way. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Quick completion to the right. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line second and 7. It's Adams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They go to the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. after getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Dropping back, it's Pine. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like,
oh, he's got some space. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. He'll do it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Crimson Tide, and the pummeling has started. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Pine. Makes the grab.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilcox. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilcox. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Kentucky going quickly. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.